a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Milton now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Elliott will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Milton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh, yeah. But, I really was down there. If you see the play, Loki was like pat all sides. Trying to jump it so early.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Now that man is no more than it's old.
So I'm about to merge the call though.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
That been merged. I knew you were doing.
I heard what you just said. Stop thinking.
What do you mean?
Oh, that man is not.
That was not me.
Is our score ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Inside give to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And incomplete. You and I Got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Little short pass here to Hill. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Milton. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a first down here. To throw, it's Milton. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw is Milton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trench.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
73.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Silver. Call up Yeti. Don't touch him.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Milton. Open man is Palmer. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Milton. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
2nd and 10.
Dre, set. Go Silver, ready?
In motion right is Watkins.
No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Milton. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Quez Watkins.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Milton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A quick throw, but incomplete. misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Xavier Worthy, 58 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Great, set. Bang.
Looking to throw. Dancing to Hurts, fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Go, Lee, go. Ready?
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Now Milton. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
73.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
73.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
They go play action with Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
This is 1st and 10. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
To throw is Milton.
And he'll just get rid of it.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got it to Patterson complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.